In an attempt to piss off at least 50% of the Mass Effect community, in my last video, I made a case for which Shepard should be canon. As an extension of that, I will be addressing each one of the major choices that Shepard has to make throughout the games. In this video, I want to talk about one of the major decisions that Shepard has to make very early on in the first game. Should you save the Rachni Queen on Noveria? In the mission, you have two choices, a Paragon choice and a Renegade choice. The Paragon choice is to save the Queen, and the Renegade choice is to kill the Queen. Now, this is one of those areas in the Mass Effect games where the dialogue options won't necessarily match your playthrough that you're doing. Because in my opinion, it should be the other way around. I think it's far more Renegade for Shepard to spare the Queen at the peril of the entire galaxy, just to have a very powerful ally later on when you might need them. That's not the way the game portrays it, but that's kind of the way that I would rather roleplay it. Again, because I'm relating this choice back to my previous video, which is the canon Shepard, which in my opinion is a renegade, ruthless colonist, femship, that type of choice would make a lot more sense in terms of the story.
Just for a little bit of context, for those who might not know or may have forgotten, in terms of Mass Effect lore, the Rachni is one of the most dangerous species to ever exist in the galaxy. The last time the Rachni were let loose in the universe, they damn near wiped out everyone.
A Paragon Shepard would be more likely to kill the Queen and say, look, I'm really sorry, but I cannot put the entire galaxy at risk just to save myself from feeling some guilt here. I have to think about more than just myself and more than just humanity. So it would be a much more Paragon choice to make the tough decision at that point. Whereas I think a much more Renegade choice is, yeah, okay, I'm going to save you, but later on, when we come calling for some assistance, you better be there to represent.
Keep in mind that in this moment, by making this choice, Shepard would be risking the lives of everyone in the galaxy. So yeah, Renegade as meaning that the canon choice for a Renegade Shepard would be to save the Rachni Queen. I would just like to note that the choices that I'm talking about here are what Shepard's choices would be in the moment, without the benefit of hindsight that we the players have by knowing how the story ends up.
There are some implications later in Mass Effect 3 that make a lot more sense as well if you save the Queen here in Mass Effect 1. But if you've ever played the full trilogy, you will know very well that Mass Effect really dropped the ball on using the Rachni in the later games. It was a really big missed opportunity, and it could have been one of the major plot points in the final game, but due to the rushed nature of the final game, that's not how it happened. I'm not going to get into all the little notes that you get in the final game, but it basically comes down to some war assets that you get in Mass Effect 3. So there it is. Very quick video. This will be an ongoing series on which choices would be canon if there was ever such a thing. And again, this is just my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of people who have very different opinions, and hopefully someday I get to hear them. Cheers.